He asked everyone not to worry about him, promising that one day he would return because he still loved this land and loved everyone there. This simple letter carried every bit of his pain, helplessness, and heartbreak. It was the desperate cry of a man trapped by society's prejudice, but also the strongest declaration of someone who refused to surrender to an unfair fate. His journey to a distant land was filled with sadness and determination. He decided to leave behind all the cruel voices around him and take the woman he loved to a place where they could live without constant judgment or ridicule. Time passed quickly. After years of dedicating himself to teaching in this remote village, Teacher Maxwell finally reached the moment when he had to leave. For years, he had continued spreading the seeds of knowledge across this poor and isolated land, helping countless children discover the world beyond the mountains. The simple kindness and sincere warmth of the villagers had also left a deep mark on his heart, becoming a precious memory he could never let go of. 7 years later, a car slowly drove into the quiet village, surprising everyone. The person who stepped out was none other than Maxwell himself, and his wife was by his side. He introduced her to the villagers, who warmly invited them into their homes to rest. But Maxwell explained that there were still some familiar guests sitting inside the car. Moments later, a man in a suit stepped out, holding a child's hand. At first, no one recognized that he was Achise. Then Ms. Gwyn stepped out of the car carrying a little girl in her arms. The four of them had become a happy and stable family, even though many years earlier, no one had believed they would ever make it this far. The first one to recognize Achise was an old horse from the village. After catching his scent, it immediately ran toward him. Achise gently stroked the horse before walking toward the crowd. That was when his father finally recognized his son. As father and son stood face to face, Achise spoke clearly and smoothly, calling him father for the first time. His father was amazed and wondered whether Achise had regained his ability to speak through surgery. But when he looked at Ms. Gwyn, he immediately understood that medicine alone had not changed Achise's fate. It was the endless care and unconditional love from his wife, the patient guidance and support from Teacher Maxwell, and most importantly, Achise's own determination to never give up, because he had never stopped fighting for a better life.